Good evening, Wednesday. Welcome to a whole lot of Zep channel. I'm Rick. We'll be going over some diecast I just recently acquired. Sorry about that. Some of which are part of an RAOK. Not that I received today, but I had received in the past. We're just going to take a closer look at something. So, I finally found something of interest here on the table. So what we have here, I know it's, sorry, I didn't mean to bang the table. They're knocking shit all over the place. So, pardon me. This is a Johnny Lightning. I was contemplating whether or not to open it. This is a 2002 casting, which made me uncertain as to whether or not I wanted to open it. It has plastic wheels, a metal base. It has an opening hood and a pretty well detailed interior for Johnny Lightning. Excuse me. I'm not taking any hits. I just got a tickle in my throat. So, as I've mentioned in the past, as I'm receiving all these Camaros through the breeding program that I evidently started unbeknownst to me, I managed to find a 76 Camaro. And Joe from XLT Off-Road Bear has also noticed that in the diecast brands, for some reason, Camaros between 73 and 84 are sparse. Who knows why? Excuse me. If you guys will just excuse me for a second, I'm going to leave this Camaro up here. Again, it's a 1976 Rally Sport. I love the red lines on it. And this is a Johnny Lightning. And the casting is from 2002. I apologize for that, folks. That's not fair for you guys. Alright, there we go. I needed that water. Alright. So, now that you've seen this 76 Rally Sport spin around a million times, I suppose I can take it off the turntable now. It is a nice casting. I like the paint job on it. Very much like the way I remembered them. I knew a friend of mine had one that had it was white with the black and red paint scheme. And I remember that like it was yesterday. So I do have a 67 Belvedere GTX. However, I do not have one with a hardtop. The one I have is a convertible. Again, this is also excuse me. I apologize. This is again an older casting. Let me just lay it down here on the table so you guys can check this thing out. And again, it has plastic wheels. But if I remember correctly, I think this one was a 2015. Which kind of surprises me that it would still have plastic tires. And, okay, my mistake, it's a 2003. But again, the castings back then were pretty damn good. Again, they've come a long way as well. Not to say that there's anything wrong with this one. I apologize for this cough. So that's a 67 Belvedere GTX, and I just dropped it too. Usually when you hear it hit some hard surface, the worst things you think of is where did the paint chip at, and as I'm looking here, I've been fortunate enough, and I'm looking at it very closely. Wherever it may have landed on the wheels for all I know, but there's no scratch marks or paint chips in it. That's a close one. I do love the GTX. It's an awesome car. Up next, I have another Johnny Lightning, but I'm not taking this one out of the blister pack. I'm keeping this one carded. And this is the 1970 AMC Rebel machine. I know I just recently shown a Hot Wheel that I upgraded and did some minor paint to. But this is a red AMC Rebel machine. And I'm trying to do this without moving the table so you guys can get a good look at it. And the casting on this one came out. This cough is driving me nuts. Alright, so the casting on this one came out in 2015. And interesting, again, it looks as though there is no tread on the tires. They look plastic. Again, it's a sweet casting. I love it. I love the Rebel machine. It's an awesome car. Johnny Lightning did a very nice job with it. Alright, so there's the Johnny Lightning. So while we're at it, here's something different. This cough is driving me bananas. I have here a 1965 Chevelle from Barrett Jackson, the auction block. This sucker was sold for $260,000. The green light Barrett Jackson. I think my allergies are kicking in. That's what I think's happening. This has a red interior. Try to bring it in a little closer. Sorry, I'm not opening this one. So up next, I do have another 65 Chevelle SS, and this is, excuse me, I apologize for all my noises over here. This goes back to 2008, and this is when they were numbering their editions. And this one is one of 1,536. That is such an odd number to stop at. I mean, is it like, well, let's just keep pounding this car out until we run out of materials, and at 1,536 is where you ran out of materials? I mean, it's just such an odd number. Why not make it 1,500 or 1540? I don't know. It's odd to me. But this is called the Midnight Edition. And for any of you that are familiar with the Grateful Dead, right there in the corner, doesn't that look like the lightning bolt that's on the Space Your Face skull? That's the first thing I think of when I see that. And this is called the Collectibles Corner, and it's a 65 Chevelle in flames. And the whole back is done red because that is a continuation of the color shift in the flame from up front, how it turned yellow to red, and it continues along the back row. I think that's pretty cool. Again, this is a midnight edition. Greenlight Garage Collectibles Corner, and this is one of 1,536, which is just a very odd number to me. But in any event, I have one of them. Yay me! So that's what happens. I get a Camaro and Chevelle show up. I buy one Chevelle and I get a million Camaros. I don't know. I keep saying there's some kind of weird conspiracy between these two cars. So now I think I can bring it back to the table here as I can show you some things that I have opened. And I'm going to go with this muscle machine here. This is one of the gifts I received from our good friend Hewitt's Hot Wheels. Mr. Hewitt's, Mr. President. This is what he has. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this sucker on the table. I'll try. And it doesn't really make much of a difference because it's hard to see the whole thing. There we go. How's that? That's all right, isn't it? Because I will take the car off too eventually, but I wanted to show the whole thing. And this is a muscle machine hauler. I know some of you guys aren't really too hip on the muscle machines because they're too cartoonish. I understand that. But that's one of the reasons why I like them, because they remind me of the old cartoon cars that they used to do back in the 70s, and I believe they went into the 80s with that whole theme. I also do cartoon versions of cars I've given to people, and Mr. Hewitt's here. I'm gonna make two for him. He had mentioned two specific type of cars that he liked, so I'm gonna do two for him, one of each. They're nothing special. They're quick sketches, and then I just send them off to people. I don't know how I got on that topic, but anyway, this is part of the RAOK that Hewitt's Hot Wheels has sent me, and this is a '69 Camaro. It's a Camaro, and I'm done showing Chevelles, so what does that tell you? That means I showed two Camaros and two Chevelles. What's going to show up tomorrow? Hey, your guess is as good as mine at this point. Okay, so I will show you that it does slide. So it does have a movable part on it. I'll just stick that off to the side down here, and we'll show this badass little Camaro. And it looks like something you would see in the magazines, or if you've seen any of my drawings, they're very similar to this style of car. So I can bring this back in a little closer now and get a better look at it. My fans love me. You might think they were cheering on Led Zeppelin or something. And this is actually the second '69 Edelbrock Camaro I have. The other one is an M2. So this is actually pretty cool. I have a feeling I'm going to be going down the rabbit hole with this muscle machine thing. They're too cool not to have. It's a car that you're either going to like or you're not going to like. There's no in between there, and I understand that. So if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. It's okay. It's just something I happen to enjoy. Some people actually dig them. That's cool too. So for those that actually care to enjoy looking at them, continue. And if you don't like these kind of cars, you can fast forward through this part. Um, Nobody's forcing you to watch this car. I just like to show it because I think it's pretty damn cool, and it was pretty awesome of Hewitt's Hot Wheels to gift it to me. Hell of a nice guy, as is everybody. Excuse me, I've met along the way in this community. Up next is another RAOK piece I received from our good friend CRA Diecast, and that would be my buddy Chris, my brother from down under. This is a Defender 110. And it only wants to open doors when it wants to open doors, I see. Well, we got one door open anyway. Can't get a grip on that. I had it open earlier. Alright, trust me, both doors do open, but this is the Defender 110 in white, and this is I'm trying to read what the livery is on the door, and it's very small, so I cannot read it. Perhaps when I put it on the table here, maybe the camera will be able to capture something. But he had gifted 2 of these to me, and the other one is orange. I will be showing some other stuff throughout the week, and I'm going to be cracking open some more majorettes because that collection has built up largely in part to Chris and my good buddy David from Twice Diecast. Alright, so there's a Defender 110 Majorette. Next up is another piece I'm not taking out. Let's see if I can just get it right in front of the camera here without causing any blurry issues. And we all know that this is the Buick GNX, and this is part of the Power Trip set. And I have this one, and now I have, well, no, I've had the Chevy Love, and I got that when it was like $5 and change on Amazon, and I swear the day after that it jumped up to $15, and I couldn't find any one of these cars in this set for under $15. But I'm finding them on Amazon for a lot less than that now, so I will be finishing off the set. And this is one of the ones that I picked up from Amazon. Coming down into the home stretch here. I finally got the actually I got it a couple days ago. It's the Mini GT Ice Race, and if you look at the top, you'll notice it has ski poles and skis. That's a ski rack. I can't get enough of these Bentleys. And It's something that Stinger Diecast and I share in common is the Bentleys, and I agree with him on the Christmas edition. It is a rather silly looking version. It's goofy. If it's a real version, I would still have to consider it, even though it is a rather ugly looking thing. But then again, when we're talking about Christmas, I think the motif is the more uglier, the better looking it is. I don't know, 'cause you can get some pretty goofy and ugly looking Christmas decorations. Anyway, this is the Continental GT. And this is the 2020 GP Ice Race. I like how it has Bomber on the door. That's pretty cool. Alright. Sticking with the Bentley theme, I did receive also this sweet car here. It would be so much better to see in the sunlight. I have a couple cars now. I've got the Lamborghini that's with the tarmac works. It's a special edition that would look beautiful in the sunlight. So there's a couple cars that I want to show outside. I'll do an outdoors thing, and I'll show this one again outdoors because it's not really going to do any justice for the paint job that it has on it. It's very subtle, but it's beautiful. And this is the GT3 number 7, and it's a Bentley Team M Sport 2020 Liquid Moly Bathurst 12-hour winner. It's a beautiful car. I like this one almost as much as I like the black and gold. I believe that one was the Spa edition. Alright, so that's what I have on tap. Let that spin around again there so you guys get a look at it one more time. So I've seen this Mini GT, GTR, R35 twice now. Once on Nitro Speed by Mike. The paint job on it is like this old school 60s, 70s style paint scheme, and it's got like foil on it. It's beautiful. Then I sold on Ron's diecast muscle cars, and I'm convinced now that it's a car that I would like to have in my collection, literally because of the paint scheme. Even though I stopped collecting them, I really do like this car, and it's really kind of like all about what you like in your collection. So this car I really do like, thanks to Mike from Nitro Speed showing that one off, and Ron Diecast Muscle Cars. Wow, what a beautiful car. So anyway, I appreciate my supporters. Thanks to the new ones who have just recently joined. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Again, it's people like like you that jump on board that make it even more worth the effort to put into doing this. I enjoy showing off what I have, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and basically enjoying the whole lot of Zepp experience. So anyway, I'm Rick. You've been watching the Whole Lot of Zepp channel. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, like and share. I'm getting close to 100. And when I hit that 100 mark, I plan on doing a giveaway. I don't have many details yet, other than it's going to be a box and I'm not sure of the contents. However, that'll happen pretty soon because I'm already at 90 here. So let's keep this train moving along forward and join the party. I've been having a lot of success with this, and I do have a Led Zeppelin 4 retrospect coming up, as I've done 1, 2, and 3 already. So if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, like and share, and stay safe, be healthy, and take care. I'll catch you on my next video. I'll close it out with the mini GT.